This is exactly why I don't do dewy makeup. Ciao my lovelies, it's me the D, and today we're gonna be doing our winter TBR. If you guys can hear something in our room, it is a clock. I got one of those kitty cat clocks and it's been really good for me in my sleep. So if you hear that ticking noise, that's what it is. So apologies for that. I'm definitely going to be reading Julie Chan is Dead. That is about a set of twins who grew up separated. One growing up being a famous influencer while the other one grew up very poor, and they did not have a close relationship as they grew up. One of the girls ends up dead, and Julie Chan decides she's gonna take over her influencer sister's life since she had all the luxuries and everything. And we're about to figure out, I guess, how she died and the price of fame and fortune. Actually, I'm reading that right now. Then, because it's winter, I'm going to be reading Love Light Farms. I already read the book that came out this year from the author, and it was pretty good. It got me to cry, so pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna be reading another Christmas romance. Tis the season. Tis the season. So Love Light Farms is about a girl who owns a failing tree business, and she writes into this company that is going to be giving them a lot of publicity and to get the store that wins this contest a renovation. So she writes in that her and her husband met on this farm, and like, it's so cute, so sweet. She wins the contest. She does not have a husband, and so she inquires for her best friend to be her fake boyfriend for the season to win and make her Christmas tree farm a success. Sounds very cutesy. So I will be reading that as well. I also have my copy of Mate by Ali Hazelwood. Now that one, I was waiting for the special edition to read it, and it finally came in. So that's gonna be read relatively soon. I won't say a time frame like December or January, but hopefully sooner than later. This is the second book in, I don't know what series it would be called, but it's the second book to Bride, which was about a vampire and a werewolf getting together. And then this book is about a half werewolf and another werewolf who is, I don't know how to say, but he's bonded to her and she doesn't want anything to do with him. And that's all I know about that. And that's what I'm gonna be going into it with. I'm not going to read the synopsis. The copy I have is a special edition that came from the Aardvark Club subscription. I was waiting on that to come in before I read it, and it finally came in, so I'm going to be reading it. The next book I'm reading is the Dungeons Anarchist Cookbook, which is Dungeon Crawler Carl book 4. And I ain't gonna hold y'all, I have been reading it for like this last month. I mean, we're barely in December, but I usually can finish it in a week, and it's pretty slow. I don't care about the setup for it, but right now it is them going to another level, and this level right now, currently where I'm reading, they are on a level of like a train system and how they don't know where they are and they need to get to the next section. But it is a very good book series. Again, it's very almost Hunger Game-esque, but way more video game concepts in it. I'm reading it, I'm medium on it. I will finish this book by the end of the month. I will not let myself go into the new year with that book. Since I've been subscribed to the Aardvark Book Club, I have gotten the December pick, which would be Victorian Psycho. It's a pretty cool edition. I think it's even signed, the one I got. Victorian Psycho is basically a family of 4, I believe, and they hire a new nanny, and this new nanny is low-key crazy, and I'm pretty sure she kills everybody. So we're just following the story of a Victorian psycho going on a rampage. And as we get into January and February, I only know a few things for sure that I'm going to be reading in February, which is Love of My Afterlife, which is about a woman who ends up dying, and she ends up dying and getting put in basically a wait room for her afterlife situation, and she meets this great man. She gets saved and ends up back on Earth, and she's making a deal with, I guess, someone in that area, saying like, hey, if I can find that guy who's perfect for me in the real life, like, I want to live. And they're like, cool, sure, go for it, girl. So I'm gonna try and read that one. That feels like February, right? Another thing that's coming out in February is the guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all, volume 4. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So that one is again about a girl who thought a girl was a boy, and they end up liking the girl anyway. And where we're at in that story is basically the two are coming to a pass where it's like one person may be going for a rock star lifestyle and the other one is just trying to be a supportive friend. I'm very excited to see what they do. They are so cute. The styling is great. Ugh. I believe another manga that's coming out is A Sign of Affection Volume 13. Stupid excited. I think that actually comes out in December, so I'll read that as soon as it comes out. I already pre-ordered it. I've decided that there are a few mangas that I've been reading where I kind of stopped reading them. No good reason, which would be My Love Mix-Up. I think I'm at volume 5, and this is I don't even know. Have I even talked about this series? My Love Mix-Up. The first volume is about a guy being mistaken for liking another guy, and it was a situation. Oh, I don't even know how to describe that. But basically where we're at in the volumes is the two guys are a couple. I was a little disinterested because I was like, yo, how many more volumes can we have in this? But I'm willing to start that up again, as well as Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. Again, I felt like I had a stalemate, but I feel like December and January are going to be my time to shine with these mangas. So I will be getting back on that. So there's 3 new mangas that I want to get into, but I don't actually know what they're about. Maybe I'll do another video about just mangas I want to read and make that its own thing. But right now, I only have 3 set. Hatsu Haru, The Metalhead Next Door, and The Firefly Wedding. Those are the 3 mangas I want to get into. I'm not going to give description because I read them, I screenshotted them, but I don't actually remember why I wanted to read them. So we'll save that for another video and or just talk about it when we get there. But yeah, so those are all the things I want to generally aim for in the coming season. I think that's relatively like doable. I mean, I've read a lot in the last season, so as long as I don't stray too far from what I've been talking about, I think we'll be fine.